Hello everyone, it's Peter Medall with My Home Group Real Estate. Thanks for joining me in our second quarter real estate market report for the Prescott and Yavapai County Quad Cities Real Estate Market Report for 2020. We want to thank our sponsors. I'm here in the glorious 1.5 acre tract of the Prescott In Bed and Breakfast. This is not your ordinary bed and breakfast. Very romantic setting here. And we want to thank Rick and Karen Matvey for allowing us to record our video here today.
Hi, I'm Karen Matvey, and this is my husband Rick. We are owners of the Prescott In Bed and Breakfast, located just 1 mile south of the Courthouse Square in downtown Prescott. We have 4 buildings that house guests, 11 rooms. We also have a lodge that sleeps 8, so we can sleep 33 to 35 when all the beds are filled. Each of our rooms has a private entrance, private porch, private bathroom. We have been voted Prescott's #1 bed and breakfast for 18 years running. So we have a long, wonderful history here. We also have 2 common areas. One is our flagstone patio, nestled under the mature pines, looking for a romantic getaway or a weekday or weekend staycation. We're your place.
You can enjoy a 2-course gourmet breakfast prepared from fresh ingredients using our many gardens that we have on the property. Visit us online at PrescottPinesIn.com, where you can see all the rooms that we have to offer, pictures of the breakfast, and a virtual tour. Come see us real soon.
First thing I'm going to talk about is Prescott in the news. We were listed in a July 7th, 2020 article in the Barron's financial publication. They basically said that there is a home price slump coming and that our marketplace is going to be one of the hardest hit in the country. The article was based on data from a Core Logic Home Price Index forecast report dated June 2nd, 2020. That data was taken through April of 2020. The highlights in the Core Logic report was that tourism was going to be the hardest hit areas in the country, Prescott being in their article, us being strictly reliant upon tourism, and that visitors were going to be staying home. Vacation rental owners, due to COVID cancellations, were going to be selling. In Arizona and Florida, we have the COVID stigma. Unfortunately, the data through July says otherwise. Prescott has been named in the top 15 most entrepreneurial cities by Entrepreneur.com, Entrepreneur Magazine. We were ranked number 11 and the only Arizona city listed in the publication. According to Greg Mangarelli, the entrepreneurial spirit in Prescott is very strong throughout our region. Our quality of life, including our climate, numerous outdoor attractions, quality schools, and other factors attribute to our entrepreneurial spirit. In addition, we've been intentional about creating a flexible and supportive business environment to help small businesses flourish. In major economic development news, CP Technologies, an Israeli-based computer company, has broken ground on a 50,000 square foot manufacturing facility in Prescott over by the airport. They're a designer and manufacturer of standard and custom rugged computer hardware. 200 jobs are expected to be added in the next 4 years. Prescott Love Field, our ticker symbol for our airport, PRC. Construction has recently started on a $14 million, 18,000 square foot passenger terminal underway by Wilmang Construction and Fan Contracting. Ernest A. Love Field will replace the current 1940s terminal, and it should be noted that PRC is ranked the 40th busiest airport in the United States. In terms of real estate happenings, we have a lot that's going on. The biggest segment of the market right now are retiring baby boomers coming from high-tax states, California, Oregon, Washington, New Jersey, New York, Massachusetts, Illinois. We have people coming from all around the country because we are one of the lowest tax states or counties in Yavapai County. Deepwell Ranch, there are 10,000 planned residential units. Granite Dells Estates, we are in phase 2 of about 3 or 4 different phases to be in. Arizona Eco Annexation has 2,700 planned homes and a 200-room resort planned. We have Astoria, Yavapai Hills. There's 70 new homes planned there, and with an expansion for 200 to 300 of acres for the northern portion of Yavapai Hills. The Dells, they recently completed phase 1. There are multiple home builders in there as well as custom. and we are into phase 2 right now with both Mandalay and Dorn homes driving the market in the Dells. Other developments in Prescott Valley, we have Jasper. There's 1,200 acres in Jasper, 2,600 planned units, and that is featuring Mandalay Homes, the #1 energy efficient builder in the United States, as well as Capstone Home is a semi-custom builder out of Flagstaff, and they are entering into the tract market in Jasper. Deepwell Ranch, there's 1,800 acres in the initial phase with 8,800 planned units. Dorn Homes has Saddlewood in play right now. I believe they're about 75% complete, with Westwood coming on board within the next quarter or so with 187 units planned. New multifamily units, Dorn has 145 units called the Bungalows at Talking Glass, and that is in downtown Prescott Valley. There's 168 units at the brand new Willow Creek Apartments. Those just came online, and people are now starting to move into Willow Creek. And then Creekview Village, there are 72 units that are under construction, and those anticipate to be online in the first quarter of 2021. All right, getting into the real estate numbers for the quads. And when I say the quad cities, I mean Prescott Valley, Chino Valley, and Dewey-Humboldt. And for our area demographic, we've included areas of Mayer and Halton, which is just north of Prescott Valley. Quad Cities market right now, as of the date of this recording, there were 669 active residential single-family homes for sale in the Quad Cities area. What's interesting to note is through the second quarter of 2019, during the same time period, there were 850 units. So we're seeing inventory has shrunk quite a bit from our normal 12 to 1,300 residential units that were for sale. Currently, there's 690 pending sales. We actually have more homes pending than we do have actively for sale. And this time last year, there were 452 pending sales. And year to date, our sales were 1,694 units sold. This time last year, there were 1,762. So there was about 55 homes less, or about 4% for sales volume down. Second quarter 2020 sales breakdown, 27% of our sales in Yavapai were cash sales, 18% were FHA or VA financing, and 53% were conventional financing. Our market absorption was 23% of our market is in the homes up to $250,000 price point. Between $250,000 and $350,000 is 34% of our market. $350,000 to $500,000 is 24% of our market. Between $500,000 and $750,000 is 16%, and above $750,000 is 4% of our inventory. 2020 average sale prices, $371,000 was the average sale price, with an average market time of 66 days on market. Interesting is this time last year we had $348,000 as the average sales price, with the same list price to sales price ratio of 98.1%. It's the same market time, 66 days. Our appreciation from second quarter from this time this year to last year was 6.6% appreciation on a price per square foot basis. That's 6%. Our market absorption, our current inventory shows a 2.3 month supply of homes, and our churn rate is basically 282 homes sell on a monthly basis right now. Our current active inventory is $221 per square foot average list price. Our pending sales are $202 per square foot average list price. Second quarter 2018, 2 years ago, the average sale price was $172 a foot. Last year, $182 a foot. This year, $193 a foot. Our average days on market for active inventory is 122 days. People are asking, well, gee, that's kind of high. Well, during the initial COVID experience for March and April, we saw an uptick for days on market, and that significantly increased after April. Our pending home sales have an 88 days on market, and then of course our solds had an average of 66 days on market, or just over 2 months. Let's talk about land. 1,452 are the number of units that are for sale for active land listings. We have 121 pending sales, and we had 425 sold listings through 2020, second quarter of this year. Last year we had 421. We're seeing a slight uptick in sales volume for land. The average list price was $104,000 for a unit. This time last year was $98,000, so we're seeing a nice little uptick in land sale prices, and the average sold prices were $91,000 this year, $90,000 last year. List price to sales price ratio for land was 90.5%. So basically there's generally about a 10% price cut on the sales price to list price. And the average market time for land in Yavapai County was 315 days in 2020, 340 days in 2019. With a 1% appreciation. That's your market report for second quarter 2020. My name is Peter Medell. I'm with My Home Group Real Estate, co-founder of the Prescott Elite team. If you have any questions, give us a shout. We help people make Prescott their hometown.